Hi, I'm here with the Mass readings for Tuesday, September 4th, 2018. Tuesday of the 22nd week in Ordinary Time. The first reading is from the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians. Brothers and sisters, the Spirit scrutinizes everything, even the depths of God. Among men, who knows what pertains to the man, except his spirit that is within? Similarly, no one knows what pertains to God, except the Spirit of God. We have not received the spirit of the world, but the Spirit who is from God, so that we may understand the things freely given us by God, and we speak about them not with words taught by human wisdom, but with words taught by the Spirit, describing spiritual realities in spiritual terms. Now, the natural man does not accept what pertains to the Spirit of God, for to him it is foolishness, and he cannot understand it, because it is judged spiritually. The one who is spiritual, however, can judge everything, but is not subject to judgment by anyone. For who has known the mind of the Lord so as to counsel him? But we have the mind of Christ. The word of the Lord. The responsorial psalm. Today's responsorial psalm is Psalm number 145. The response is, "The Lord is just in all his ways. The Lord is just in all his ways. The Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness. The Lord is good to all, and compassionate toward all his works. The Lord is just in all his ways. Let all your works give you thanks, O Lord, and let your faithful ones bless you. Let them discourse of the glory of your kingdom, and speak of your might. The Lord is just in all his ways, making known to men your might, and the glorious splendor of your kingdom. Your kingdom is a kingdom for all ages, and your dominion endures through all generations. The Lord is just in all his ways. The Lord is faithful in all his words, and holy in all his works. The Lord lifts up all who are falling, and raises up all who are bowed down. The Lord is just in all his ways. The Lord is just in all his ways." Today's Gospel is the Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 4, verse 31 to 37. Jesus went down to Capernaum, a town of Galilee. He taught them on the Sabbath, and they were astonished at his teaching, because he spoke with authority. In the synagogue there was a man with the spirit of an unclean demon, and he cried out in a loud voice, "What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." Jesus rebuked him and said, "Be quiet, come out of him." Then the demon threw the man down in front of them, and came out of him without doing him any harm. They were all amazed, and said to one another, "What is there about his word? For with authority and power he commands the unclean spirits, and they come out." And news of him spread everywhere in the surrounding region. The Gospel of the Lord. Here are some thoughts on today's scripture. Immediately after his mixed reception in Nazareth, Jesus moves on to Capernaum, a town on the north shore of Galilee, which was to be the base from which Jesus did much of his missionary work. As in Nazareth, he taught the people in the synagogue on the Sabbath. Unlike in Nazareth, his teaching made a deep impression on the people because he spoke with authority. He did not quote other authorities, like the teachers of the law, because his authority was directly from God. It was his own. At the same time, it was not the authority of domination. It was the authority of someone who has access to special knowledge, the authority of someone who speaks in his own name, and not just on behalf of others, the authority of one who empowers others and makes them grow. And Jesus' authority is not only in word and teaching. Right there in the synagogue, as he speaks, is a man possessed by an unclean spirit. The spirit speaks through the man. It speaks in fear of the power of Jesus. Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God. This title seems to indicate that the Spirit recognizes Jesus' divine origin, but not his messiahship. There was a belief in those times that knowing the exact name of one's opponent gave one power over him. Jesus ordered the evil spirit of the man who was thrown to the ground, but not hurt. The people are amazed. Exorcism was not new to them, but they had never seen it done with such speed and effectiveness. They were astounded, again, at the power and authority of Jesus. They realize they are in the presence of someone very special. In fact, the Holy One of God. Each one of us is given authority of some kind, as a parent, a teacher, our job responsibility. Let us make sure that we use it in such a way as to enhance the abilities of others, rather than diminish them. Thanks for listening. Have a blessed day.